Good day, YouTube. Good day, viewers. I'm going to start off this video by saying I am running a giveaway right now. I put together in this nice Coghlan's waterproof pack a little survival kit. It's not the most comprehensive kit. This is only meant as a start or to supplement. And what I've got in here is I've got a little first aid kit. I've got fire starting implements and a compass, multi-tool. Uh, would this guarantee your survival? No, but I do carry something like this in every one of my vehicles with just this basic stuff in it at minimum, um, to help out, because the stuff that I will teach you could eliminate some of the other stuff that I recommend everybody carrying, and it all depends on your comfort level. But let's get on with this. If you want a chance to win this package, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Now, on to the first part, the first video on survival. And I know a lot of people hear the word survival, they think of somebody living in the woods, living in the mountains, prepared for a war. That's not the case. Everybody should have survival knowledge, because 98% of us will be put in a situation at some point in our life where survival knowledge is going to save your life. Now let's look at three universal rules of survival. And those three rules are: three, you can live 3 minutes without air. You can live 3 hours without shelter. You can live 3 days without water, and 3 days without food. Now let's go to the first one: 3 days without air. What does this mean? Well, if you can't breathe, you can't live. That's a given. But let me go into a little more detail with this. What if you're in a town and a train comes through hauling chemicals and derails and it spills? Those chemicals are released in the air. You can't breathe them because they're toxic. Wouldn't it be a good idea to have a activated charcoal respirator? Or how about a dust storm? You're breathing that dust in your lungs. It's going to irritate your lungs and cause uh, excess production of mucus, which could lead to pneumonia, which could that excess mucus could flood your lungs, and you basically drown within yourself. So, wouldn't a face mask of some sort be beneficial? 3 hours without shelter. This one's a give or take, because the definition of shelter, okay, or 3 hours without shelter. I'm sorry. Um, Something as much as propping up a fallen tree branch with leaves and getting under it, and using the leaves to help keep the sun off you is shelter. That's going to prolong your outcome and your survivability rating. Okay, but for shelter, Ultimate Survival Technologies makes a great blanket. They're about $12. They're very heavy duty. You can use one of them and a couple pieces of paracord and tie them to a tree and make a little lean-to. You can tie it, if you got 4 trees close by, tie it between 4 trees. Make a roof that's going to keep the rain, that's going to keep the sun, that's going to keep the elements off you. That increases your survivability. 3 days without water. This is a sticky one, because 3 days is a max number if you're sedentary in a moderate environment. Okay, if you're in a hot environment and you're on the move and you're not sedentary, you're going to expend your body's water much faster than 3 days. And dehydration can set in a matter of hours. And what happens when you dehydrate, you not only get thirsty, but your mind also starts to go, and you don't think straight, and you're going to put yourself in situations, dangerous situations, that you don't want to be in. And then hallucination sets in. And after hallucination, your organs start shutting down, and it gets pretty ugly. So water's a must-have. Keep water with you at all times. Buy a Malgene bottle. Buy a little plastic a sippy bottle, available at Walmart for about $5 in the camping section. Um, a stainless steel thermos. Now, unfortunately, this one is double walled, so it can't be used for boiling or treating questionable water. So I do recommend a Sawyer Life straw. You can get them at Walmart for 19 bucks. A little straw has a bag that you can filter the water through, and in the bag and carry, the little seal up pouch, and carry it with you. Very good item. I'll be doing a review on them in one of my videos. Um, Now, 30 days without food. What happens when you go without food? Well, the first couple days, you're going to get hungry. Anything after about 3, 4 days, food becomes a necessity for two purposes. One, strength, because you're going to start getting weak. And two, comfort. When you're hungry, your mind starts going into weird places. It don't function at full capacity. You can still function, but you're going to find it harder to think. You're going to find it harder to think things through. You're going to find it harder to improvise something you may need that could help you survive. If you're planning on a road trip, and there's going to be, in this road trip, there's long stretches of highway, and you can break down. You're going to be 50 miles in either direction, and cars are very sparse coming through. And it might take 2, 3 days before a car comes through and saves, where they could offer help. At that point, food's not a necessity, but it is a luxury item. It will help some, but it's more of a comfort thing. And you can go 30 days without food before any ill effects set in, and you become uh, get into that danger zone where your organs start shutting down. But you have to realize after about a week or two, uh, your body's going to go catonic, and it's going to start eating itself. Um, and your body will eat away muscle before it eats away fat, because at that point your body goes into starvation mode, and it's going to start storing any calories you have and eating the muscle before it does the fat. So those are things to think about for this video, and I will expand on them more and show you items that you should have, that you can get, and everything else. And I'm asking anybody that views this, I would like to do better videos and be outdoors with a camera and show you how to properly use these items in a survival situation, but I've only got the camera on my computer, so that makes it kind of difficult to do. And I'm going to be honest, I am on disability. Um, if anybody wants to donate $1 or $2, I'm going to put my PayPal email in the description. Anybody who donates, let me know and I'll send you something in return. And maybe here in the future I can have a camera that I can get out and show you how to properly use these items and do better videos for you guys. Because my goal is, if you are ever in a situation, that you have the knowledge to survive. And I hope and pray that you never are in one of them situations, because it is very taxing, it is very stressful, but you can survive if you know what you're doing. I will talk to you all later. Have a good day. Take care of one another and take care of yourself.